Here we go.
Okay.
Ah, fuck yes.
Why are you flipping everyone off?
Because they're not homeless as fuck.
Look how bad it looks.
It's fine. I know it's going to look bad.
It's not going to look great.
It's not going to look great.
But at least you can see our faces.
At least we got video now.
I mean, yeah. Where were we?
Anyways, I was talking shit about the waitress. So, yeah, that waitress, she really fucking sucked. But the pizza rolls were great. I did enjoy that. And then the Happy Dad, that was the first time having Happy Dad seltzer.
Oh, yeah, we did the what do you call them? The
butt chugs? Yeah.
No.
Chug
buddies.
Chug
Buddy, which is essentially like a plunger at the end of the can, and then you put it up and you just like key it. Yeah.
That's some shit that we would have come up with in our youth.
Oh, yeah.
And we should have come up with that in our youth.
Yeah.
Because then we'd be rich.
But we're not. So there's that.
We're not. All right.
But yeah, otherwise, it was fun.
That pretty much covers. Yeah, it was fun. It was a good time. I had a good time.
The DJ was great. The ambiance was great. It started packing up once we started all right. We decided we were.
It got a little loud for me.
Oh my god.
No, so I have a hard time. hearing. I can't have It's hard for me to have conversation.
You also forgot your fucking cane, you piece of shit.
Yeah, it's hard for me to hear.
Timothy.
Thank you. You'll know when you hit 30. You're almost 37.
Okay, well, you're 36. We're both 36.
I got it.
We're 36 now.
You're a baby boy. You're barely 30. You're barely 36.
You barely just cusp the over age of 30.
You get close to 37. You're like 2 feet in the grave.
Okay, whatever. So yeah, it was a great weekend. I don't know. I don't even know what to do. I think we're at sports now. Let's just fucking get into sports.
Man, okay. Let me. We got to reset here. Let's. It really pissed you off, huh?
Yeah.
And now, action sports with Javier. Take it away, Javier.
Dallas Cowboys defeated the San Diego Chargers 32-8.
San Diego,
which is a whale's vagina.
Yeah.
They defeated the Chargers 32-18. The high point of the game was Kevontae Turpin, the USFL's reigning MVP, who we signed during the offseason. Ran two balls back for touchdowns.
So what you're saying is football's back.
Football's back, baby.
Football's back,
and
baby.
It's better than ever. No, we haven't won a preseason game in like 3 years. Which preseason is preseason.
What?
I really don't care much about preseason.
Yeah.
But it's good
preseason. That's when they're playing with the other, like the second strings, backup stuff like that, right? Yeah.
There are 2 games left. Of course, the starters get more and more. What is it? Plays, runs.
Right.
They get
right.
Playtime.
Yeah.
My brain
more
go bye bye.
Okay.
No, they have more plays that they run during like the last 2 games.
Yeah.
So it's going to be good to see Turpin. He's a real good talent. He's a really high talent. As a matter of fact, if they haven't changed it yet, as of right now, if you go into the official NFL Twitter account, you will see the heading up top, "Do not kick to Kevontae Turpin."
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's very cool.
That was great.
So I'm looking forward to this next part that you're about to dive into, I think.
Would you let him do his thing?
No.
Shut up, Tim.
The Texas Rangers have won 4 of the last 6 games. Have gone 4-2 since firing John Daniels. You love to see it. Of course, John Daniels was fired after a dismal performance, having not made the playoffs in the past 6 years.
Yeah.
What else?
It was a surprising move, though, right?
Well, he knew.
I mean, it was coming, but like all out of nowhere. I remember just seeing it pop up and on Facebook. It was like, this guy's out.
Oh man! Oh, I immediately went to listen to the fan as soon as I got a tweet that said, "Hey, John Daniels is fired." He knew it was coming. I mean, 6 years without a playoff, it'll do it to you.
Do you think for the past year he's been putting his Indeed resume out there? Just like it's bound to happen. I'm gonna ride this wave until I'm completely out. But just in case, let's have some contingency plans.
For the longest time, though, I mean, of course, we praised him during the World Series runs we had here, and some of the great playoff runs we also had, but we just didn't capitalize. I mean, it's not just him; it's also the players. But we haven't really done much with the money. We spent so much on
what pitching?
Yeah, pitch.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was time. In other sports, Manchester United defeated Liverpool 2-1 to get their first win of the year.
And that's soccer.
Season. It's
or
a Premier League soccer.
football if you're from across the pond.
Such a horrible game Liverpool played. So poor, like they played like fools. I mean, what can be said about Liverpool that can be described like a trash can? I'm not sure. Such garbage play. Horrible passing. I mean, they deserve to lose that game.
And are we bringing in the soccer because of our friend Lance?
Yes, one can say Liverpool should be relegated. They should be relegated to, they should be relegated.
Wow.
So, yeah, it really does suck for them. Glory, glory, Man United. That's sports.
And that was actually
I wonder which
sports
team
with
you like.
Javier.
What team do I like? I really just wanted to piss Lance off.
Yeah. Well. Wow. Oh my.
Sorry, buddy.
Oh goodness! So while you were gone, we had someone fill in for your voice
Because
because
Javier, I heard.
people you don't know.
I mean, I do. I heard him.
You don't know. People want that voice, and damn it, we're gonna have to give it to them. So with further ado, since you've been
Without
gone,
further ado,
And now it's time for news with Tim. And take it away, Tim.
thank you, Chadley. Glad you're back. All right, so just a couple of things to go over real quick. To tie into the sports that we just covered, it kind of ties into the rain, too. Did you happen to see what happened to our fancy private school to the east of us over in Dallas, SMU?
no, tell me,
No.
please.
So they're going to have a little issue with their turf. All this rain soaked into that turf, and they've got a huge fucking bubble.
What do you mean a bubble?
It's a bubble. Like the whole turf is now like this big, at the 15-yard line is a gigantic, like, looks like a fucking earth pimple.
How does that happen?
I don't know, but so apparently they put up some pictures of it, and they got a turf company coming out to try to find out what's happening and how
just
they're
gotta
going to
poke
fix
it.
it. That's what I was saying. You just got to poke it. But what if they poke it and it opens up to another
Dimension?
Yeah, we're talking Stranger Things type thing, like type world, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm ready for the
Looks like
upside
you
down.
straight to the UMS. It's backwards SMU. See what I did there?
Go back to Egypt.
Yeah, so SMU doesn't play a home game until September 10th, so they've got a little bit of time to figure out like what the fuck they're gonna do.
They just need to ram two buses on opposite ends and just
I hope
squeeze it.
I hope comically large Q-tips come out. They got Dr. Pimple Popper is looking at this right now.
Right.
She is on the phone trying to figure out exactly how they're going to take it.
This is a job of a lifetime.
It is.
You know what I mean?
This is going to be the pop of a lifetime. It's going to get so many hits on YouTube.
Is this going to overtake the implosion of Texas Stadium, you think?
Man, so ever since Texas Stadium was imploded, we started having earthquakes and stuff around here.
Is that true? I don't think
Yes,
it's
it's 100% true.
Yeah.
That
That's one of your conspiracy theories.
it happened shortly after. I think we upset the gods. The Cowboys haven't done well.
The gods, you say.
The Cowboys haven't done that great
Right.
since the implosion of Texas Stadium.
Well, it was before that, but
Well, all I know
Okay,
is SMU can go straight to HE double hockey sticks.
that wasn't
But
very good.
speaking of the speaking
Were
of the
you
weather,
waiting to say that the
Yes.
entire you
I
were
was.
waiting?
I have
It
been
was. It
waiting.
wasn't. It
I'm
wasn't
sorry.
speaking of the weather though, that's been plaguing our area with all the flooding, which was insane. There's actually one good thing that came out from that. All the flood memes. So there's been a ton of DFW based flood memes.
Yeah.
One of my favorites is there's a picture where they superimposed a bunch of people in floats and
Oh,
DFW,
yeah, at the river?
Yeah, float the river, Dallas River
saw
or
that
Dallas
one.
Trinity.
I actually had to double
$10 or whatever.
check.
I thought it was real.
It looked real.
It did look real.
I was like, well, this sounds like a good time.
but
I guess.
nope. I mean, I guess capitalism, right? Because they got to capitalize on what's happened. I wouldn't step foot in that river.
No,
It's one thing over in Fort Worth, and that's kind of questionable. But Dallas is a whole nother ball game.
Yeah, that river over there is disgusting.
Wouldn't it
Yeah.
be funny if there were like bodies that floated up and like got into like
Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me. I remember one time I went over to Dallas with Mike the Bike, and we were riding our bikes over there off the Trinity. I was like, oh, it's the Trinity. It should be like Fort Worth because our Trinity's beautiful.
They don't maintain their trails or nothing.
No, and parts of it like stunk, and then parts of it were like just there was a dead end. And you're
there was a homeless guy having a soup kitchen type situation.
It was not a great ride.
They were all screwing, having an orgy in the car.
I think we just need to say Dallas just sucks.
Yeah, Dallas does suck.
Dallas sucks.
Anyways,
suck me, Dallas.
So a couple of the memes that have popped up. Meanwhile, in North Texas, there's a Loch Ness monster in the Trinity River. Only in Texas, flooding everywhere. But there's still a line at the Whataburger. So some great memes that have come up. Now before this though, we were straight up in this like heavy drought, right? Mm-hmm. And that's actually what contributed part of the flooding. But one good thing has come from the drought. If you're not familiar with North Texas, those listening to us, we have an area just outside about an hour and a half, Dino Valley.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Rose, right?
Right, yeah.
So because the water is so low, they actually uncovered some new dinosaur tracks. And they were out there measuring it and getting more data and seeing exactly like I'm not going to pronounce the dinosaur's name.
Now they floated away.
Yeah, now they can't see him anymore. It was akin to the T-Rex. It's like a smaller version of T-Rex.
So baby T-Rex.
Baby T-Rex. No, bigger than a raptor, smaller than T-Rex, tiny arms, all that good stuff.
Raptor Rex.
Yeah, Raptor Rex. They found more tracks.
That should be a rapper's name, Raptor Rex.
Raptor Rex.
They're probably
a pretty good rapper name.
You want to see if Lou Charles wants to change his name?
No. I think he just needs me to feature as Raptor Rex.
Raptor Rex.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so that's something cool that's happened now. And then something even cooler that is happening in Fort Worth that we just got word of is that Ludacris is going to be playing here in the Stockyard.
It's the Lou and the Ludacris.
But the cool part
is that Lou is going to be performing with Ludacris.
But the even cooler part is Lou's going to have Raptor Rex up there with him, which is me. And it's going to be this whole thing.
Yeah, it's going to be this
Lou and Luda. It's going to be fantastic.
It's a Lou Luda party.
Right.
That sounds so good together,
no party
right?
like a Lou Luda
what
party.
What day is that coming up?
October 22nd.
October 22nd.
I did not plan on going. I mean, like, Ludacris would be great, but now that Lou's playing, I'm like, well, I mean, we got to go, right? Like, you got to go.
Get back, motherfucker. You don't know me like that.
Do you think he's going to do all his hits? Like
Luda?
Yeah.
Hell no. He's got quite the portfolio.
The catalog.
Do you think they're going to do some of his hits?
Yeah, I mean, of course.
I mean, they're going to play his hits.
So, on the Mudvayne concert I went to, they did 20 songs.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And
they
18 songs
played
were
for a
hits.
very long. Yeah, they were all bangers from 2000. So if Ludacris ain't bringing that,
yeah,
I'm still gonna go.
That's a cool shirt idea. Looking at this chat, who is Luda? That'd be a cool.
That'd be a cool shirt.
Yeah.
We could sell them outside the thing.
We're gonna steal Lou Charles' profits.
We have to wear masks though, so that way he doesn't see.
His merch profits are all ours.
He's gonna jump on. He's like, "What the fuck are they talking about?" Chad, can you pronounce that dinosaur name?
Absolutely, it is the Paluxysaurus.
Hey, there we go.
Paluxysaurus. Because
I don't know.
It is the Paluxy. It's not
the Paluxy from Biloxi. I do declare.
The Paluxy River's out there. It's actually starts. The Saurus starts with an A, and I don't even think it has Saurus in it. To be honest with you.
Okay, well, that's
anyways.
a lie because all dinosaurs have Saurus in it.
All time.
That's called herpes, buddy. They all have sores. Maybe it's monkeypox, dinopox.
Yeah, we could get into the monkey. I'm not going to though. You sent that asking about news, and I'm like, no. Like you had it was like a thing about monkeypox, a news thing about.
No, it was. I was drunk when I sent it.
Yeah, I was like,
I don't remember what it was
looked
about.
at it was about. It was literally a news.
I don't think it was.
Hey, it was a news broadcast, like Fox News or something, about monkeypox and how it's affecting everyone.
There had to have been something funny.
There wasn't anything. I watched it. I was like,
listen, I wouldn't send you news if there wasn't something a little
I was
funny
watching
about it.
unless you find monkeypox funny. Which
I find it disturbing.
It
like,
is.
It makes my skin crawl.
It is kind of funny, right?
No.
Breaking news: monkeypox now infected by Chad and Tim. Wow, how did y'all get?
I do have these bumps on my arm.
Oh God.
Anyways, that's all I got for news. So let me just kick off a little outro music there.
Luda.
And that was news with me. Okay, so let's get in the meat and potatoes of the show. This is this show about Chad's triumphant return from Egypt.
Oh, hi, Chad.
Where he's led a series of homeless people back here. Is that how that works?
Let my people go.
I don't know what's going on at the moment.
Oh, we're having a good time.
Okay.
All right. Anyways,
Who's
so
we?
the people in the chat.
The people.
The people, man. The people. The people come here to hear what we're spilling right now. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Seed.
So tell us about your trip, man.
Oh yeah, man.
You've been wanting to get into this. I know you've been wanting to get into this. I've seen some of your pictures and everything, but I want to.
See how he rolled his eyes. He said, "I saw some of your pictures."
Seen some of your pictures, you know.
Yeah.
Especially the one where I had to comment on there because it was like, people don't need to call you a model. It's gonna go to your head. It's gonna go to your fucking head.
It didn't, but I saw how upset it made you.
I was like, we don't need it going to his head.
Well, everyone.
Who said it?
It was Robin.
No,
it was Robin.
No,
Robin
it
said
wasn't
it.
Robin. Was it Robin?
Robin said it. Yeah.
I think it was Paul from, Paul was saying things too from Nexum Creative.
Yeah.
But
I know,
it was just one picture.
They both were feeding into you, bud.
I was just fine. I didn't take anything.
I think.
But everyone was
you came back feeling. You had some Big Panther energy, and I feel like it was a little bit too much.
I will say that I feel Big Panther energy, but like I haven't taken a big trip in a while, and so being gone 2 weeks and getting to hang out with Jesus and Crystal for 2 weeks and getting to do all the things that we did, like I definitely feel like recharged a bit.
Do you?
Yeah,
Good.
I mean. Now that I slept last night because it was a long fucking weekend for birthday shit. Like it was a long weekend.
Yeah.
I did not really sleep. But yeah, man. So I brought y'all back some snacks. I don't really even know where to start, but like
let's start with the
cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
That have been sitting there and now not hot anymore.
It's fine.
All
I
right.
mean, it's not going to be as good as what I want y'all to get is it's just a taste of it to realize like this fresh puts Ginger Brown's to shame. Like Ginger Brown tastes like wheat toast.
First off, go into detail about what we're about to have.
All right.
Okay. So the first time I went to Egypt last year, right? Like Jesus and Crystal, they lived kind of close to this bakery called Ratios. And I didn't realize, like, you think of Egypt, you think of sand, desert, pyramids.
No, I think of culture and the epitome of culinary experiences.
I fucking hate you. I know you're a lying sack of shit. Come on, dude. But like I had no idea that like honestly, they were telling me, I don't know if this is true, but I think it is, like pastries actually were invented in Egypt.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
But then they were just kind of like, okay, we did it and we're done. And then, Europeans, like the French and stuff, they took it and made it good.
I was about to say, like, they made pastries, but they never actually, like, perfected it. It was just like, this is it.
This is what it is.
This is a pastry.
Right.
Take it and do whatever you will.
Eat my food.
But this place, Ratios, has got, like, the best... It's the best bakery I've ever been to.
What's their reviews like on Google? Pretty high?
Probably pretty good.
What's their Yelp score?
Yeah.
I have no idea. All
right, we'll check that
They're
out.
about to get ratioed.
But so Jesus and Crystal now live like 2 blocks from there, which is dangerous.
Walking distance.
Oh yeah, definitely walking distance. If we weren't gone the majority of that trip, because we were all over the place, which we'll get into, like we were only actually at their place for 2 days, and we went to Ratios both days. Like it was just so good. So yeah, let's grab a piece.
Let's grab a piece. I'm gonna hand it this way.
All right, tall boy, give us our pieces. Chad gets the middle piece because it's his birthday.
Go ahead. No, this is for you boys. I want you to savor this and enjoy it. So, cinnamon roll, they put icing on top of it, which makes it even more like deadly. Yeah. How is it? I mean, it's not fresh, but how is it?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's flaky.
It's still good.
Consistency's good.
It's still good.
It's no 3-pound cinnamon roll from San Antonio.
No, this is really good.
But no,
this is fantastic. This is better than that.
Culinary. It's a masterpiece.
This is kind of like a Mexican, fuck. What is it? I don't know, but this shit's fucking good.
It is. I don't know what it's called either, but I've had something from one of like the Paneria. Yeah.
Oh, you know what it is? It's the pineapple filled one.
You're disgusting.
This is fucking delicious.
Okay. No. Okay, I'm going to tell you what it is. This is a cinnamon roll croissant.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is.
That's what Jesus said, too. That's right. Because it's so flaky, but then it's dense as shit, too.
Yeah, Christy's saying that the 3-pound cinnamon roll place is closed. It is closed, and that sucks because last time I went to San Antonio, I really wanted to go there. It was Lulu's Bakery or whatever.
Right. But their chicken fried steak was good.
That was what I was wanting to go for. The cinnamon roll was gimmicky.
Yeah.
But the regular cinnamon rolls were really good. The smaller ones. But their chicken fried steak was fantastic.
This is kind of like a croissant almost. Like yeah,
You know, Tim just said that, right?
Did he? I'm paying attention.
Yeah, it's a cinnamon roll croissant. We could make this.
This is fucking good.
Maybe not as good as this, but we can make it.
So
You know what?
this is like my favorite thing they have, but they've got so much stuff. Like they do make a shit ton of different kinds of croissants, like
It's still very moist.
meat and cheese croissants, chocolate croissants, and regular. But then they have. I tried something new this time. They had a citrus version of this. So instead of like a cinnamon roll, it was kind of like a
Like orange?
yeah, orange. Like they use zest in the icing and stuff, and it was so good. It was
Yeah, I
amazing.
can see that. I've had
So
something
good.
similar to that. Yeah, it's literally a buttery croissant made into cinnamon roll. Like, yeah.
Yeah, you know, it really was. Looking at actually your mom's like pictures, I loved it. I just love how much fun she had. Like, I think it was the best part of seeing all those pictures.
Yeah, Teresa, I think you're saying croissant and not cronut. But yes, if you're saying croissant, yes. Croissant means
cronut.
I think
Cronut's
she
a
means
croissant donut.
croissant donut.
Have you had a yeah? What is that place called? Parlor Donuts or something
No,
like that?
they
yeah.
make a croissant donut.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a chain.
It's
and
called
they
a
make
cronut.
Yeah, it's a
That's a
cronut.
real thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to try that.
This is way better than that.
I like how he was trying to mansplain.
No.
Teresa.
I thought you just misspelled it. I was like, cronut. Cronut. A cronut is a croissant donut. Okay, yeah, cool. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, Tim, you piece of shit.
All right.
Sorry, Teresa, for him mansplaining
I'm
it.
not mansplaining. I was like, I think you meant.
Hey, you got some cinnamon roll on your
I've
mustache.
got cinnamon roll all over my face, and I'm saving it.
Flavor saver.
So, I went to Egypt to go see Jesus Crystal about a year and a half ago, and making me feel uncomfortable. He's just like, why are they both so gross? They're just so gross. So I went. Had an amazing time. You know, you go again, you expect all desert, and there's just so much to do there. And like I was dead set on bringing my parents because I wanted to go diving the Red Sea.
Yeah.
Because we got to do some snorkeling, but we didn't get to dive. And so my parents have been looking forward to this fucking trip for over a year now.
And riding a camel.
We were supposed to go in March, right?
Your mom lost weight purposefully to ride a camel, I think.
Right,
I
she
think that's
did.
what she said, yeah.
Which she was not big, but she was like so worried about getting on a camel. And so she lost all this weight. She looks fantastic. And the pictures all turned out great. So, I mean, good for her.
Let's be real. Your mom has always looked fantastic.
And I'm just very...
Your mom's a beautiful lady.
Thank y'all. She is.
I hope Carolyn's listening to us.
Mike's going to be like, you son of a bitch.
Mike invites both of us over to the house just to drown us in the pool.
I know. So is Chad coming? No, just you two motherfuckers. So so I was pretty proud of them because this whole thing was new for them, right?
Yeah.
They had not ever left. They went to the Caribbean, right? We've been to cruises.
But they've never
and stuff
been
like
like
that.
out.
Yeah, like overseas trip,
Yeah.
right? So this is a big deal for them. First day there, we got to ride the camel at the pyramid, which is like the number one thing my mom wanted to do. And then the next day, we flew out to the Red Sea, and we were there for a week. It was essentially like a beach vacation. Like half of our trip was a beach vacation.
Can I ask you something about
No,
the
you can't. Moving on. So
about the what's it called? The pyramids where the camel was?
yeah.
So I saw a video where this guy's like, there's scammers all over there, and they blow their whistle at you, acting as if you're not supposed to walk where you're walking.
Yeah.
Is that really a thing?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's just like going to like some touristy place in Mexico, like if you're going to Chichen Itza or something like that,
Yeah.
like or even like the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Okay.
Like there's gonna be people trying to sell you shit. There's gonna be people like whistling, telling you that you're doing the wrong thing. There's people that give you something and they say, "Hey, this is free," and they're like, "Give me money! I told you it wasn't free." It's like it's constantly, but you just got to be smart about it. You know what I mean? Like, don't let anyone offer you anything. Just mind your own business and do your thing. But yes,
I also was
there's shit like that all the
told
time.
like you have to make sure they actually turn the meter on the taxis if you take one.
Yeah, so I'm pretty fortunate because like, well, first off, there's Uber too, so
Okay.
you don't have to mess with that a whole lot. But like, Jesus and Crystal have been there so long that like they know a lot of people. So like now I've got all of these people for next time if I go, like these drivers and stuff like that are already set up. You're like, hey, Ahmed, like I need a driver. I'm going to be from here to here, and he'll like send somebody.
Is the
your
dude's
way.
name Ahmed?
Yeah, don't be. Yeah,
No, because there was that whole Jeff Dunham thing.
No, come on,
I'm just
man.
saying, like,
no.
okay.
This guy. What's funny is he was essentially like an Egyptian JD, like our buddy
oh,
JD.
man, so
he
all
was like
all hype.
Yeah, he was kind of short.
Come on with
like,
it.
He was like super into it. He's like, let me get you my people. Let me get you my people. This is my whole business. He drove a Mercedes. Like, dude had it going on.
Damn.
Like, he was killing it. But he kind of looked and acted like JD. It was just cracking me up. But no.
Joke's on you. It was JD.
It was JD.
JD's got a new side hustle and it's in Egypt.
But no, like, so, like, I mean, that's kind of how it is like you find these people that, like, know people.
It's kind of like when we were in Cuba. We found that one guy that drives. Yeah, okay.
Oh, my buddy drives. And you're like, okay, cool. And then, you've got this whole chain of people that kind of help you out with these random various different things. And so, same thing. So, yeah, it was great. No, there was, you kind of have scammers, but you just got to be smart, just like anywhere else.
So, flying from Cairo, you flew to the Sinai Peninsula. I actually looked up flights. Those things are cheap.
Oh, yeah.
It was like $100 round trip. Was
Sounds
one
like
I found.
Ryanair.
It was like 175 round trip, I think is what we did. But yeah, it's pretty cheap. I mean, you're essentially going like from here to Houston, or So I mean, like Houston flights are cheap.
I've never done that.
Really?
We should do that.
Fly to Houston
instead of driving to Houston.
Why are we going to fly to Houston?
No, but even if you're going to like New Orleans, that's only a 8-hour drive, and it's
it's hour and a half flight.
Yeah, and it's really cheap. So we went over the Red Sea. We went to Sharm, which I didn't get to do last time. I think it's Sharm El Sheikh, I think is the full name. But
I think you mean Charmin.
No.
That's toilet paper.
That's where they're made.
No. Yeah. And, dude, we did 2 full days of scuba diving. And it was...
Like how many tanks?
2 tank dives.
2 tank dive, each day?
Two dives each day. Again, Jesus and Crystal, they've met all these people over there. And so they knew the people that run the whole scuba diving, like that's their business. The guy, it was G and V, his dad has run this business for 30 years out there.
Oh, wow.
I think she was from South America. No, she was Italian. And he was from England. I mean, like, there's so many people there that are not from Egypt, right? From, like, different parts of Europe and South America and Australia and things like that. But they have 2 boats, and they constantly, every single day, they're running these trips for people, right? Nope, not trains. And so...
Dive trains.
Dive trains. Ooh, jump on the dive train.
Yeah, blowjob on a boat.
Nope. Is that what the drive train is?
Yep.
Dive train?
That's blowjob in the Red Sea.
Ooh, wait.
A little salty.
But, like, when we went diving in Grand Cayman, we've been in Mexico, but, like, it's always kind of like you get anxious because you're with people that you don't know, and they're like very strict about like do this and do that and make sure you're not doing that. It was so comfortable because like everyone was like dancing on the boat,
were just
having
like
a good
do
time.
whatever the fuck you want.
No, they were still very like making sure that we're safe.
But,
I have a question.
But safe.
I do have a question about diving. Is this like a white only thing?
No,
because I've never seen.
You know that Jesus and Crystal were doing it too, right?
Yeah, but because you dragged them over there.
They got certified.
I know. I was just making that funny. Ha ha.
For who?
For himself.
For me.
You racist bitch.
Oh, how dare you?
Oh my.
Oh my goodness.
Now we got to get Javier to get over his fear and dive.
Right.
Yeah. I don't have a fear of diving. I have a fear of flying.
You have a fear of drowning?
I mean, yeah. Well, if I have tanks, I mean, it's fine.
Is it?
Like, yeah. I mean, I'm snorkeling.
Let's put your money where your mouth is.
How would
Just fucking do it.
Put your mouth where your mouth is.
Look, I know a guy who runs that scuba place over here, and he said anytime that I want to go do some training, I can, because they train at like the Wesleyan pool or
that's where I got my license.
Usually I had to go to the YMCA though because they were fixing the Wesleyan pool.
But holler at my friend Barry. I gotta go over there, man. It's just
you've got to get your license, man. Like it is. I know that I've talked about this with all of our friends. I got my license when I was like 13.
Dude, and I ultimately got mine because we did that Grand Cayman trip,
right?
And I was like, I need to get my I really want to go diving.
I'm so glad you did. Because wasn't that amazing?
It was
doing that shipwreck.
It was amazing.
Yeah. So like I've been saying it for years, and Jesus and Crystal They definitely did not do it because of me because they don't give a shit. But they did it because their friends there, Joe and Rich, they talked them into it, and they're so glad they did. Both of them because they just it was really cool to be able to do that with a whole group of people, like my stepdad, Jesus, Crystal, their friends from there as well, and you got your whole crew there, kind of diving and having this entire experience because it's hard to come up from the water and tell people the things that you saw and
the
that you experienced. Yeah, and I haven't even gotten all the video, but even the video, like it never comes out the way it should because you get down 50, 60 feet and you're missing some of that light, and so you're not really seeing what you're seeing on some of that video, right? But we did the first 2 dives that first day. It was really, really cool. I mean, like beautiful coral. It's crazy because the Red Sea gets like super deep really quick, like real quick. It'll drop off. You'll see a wall, and it's like it's 20 feet, and all of a sudden it's 200 feet. Like it's just crazy. I will say that day 2, though, the best dive I've ever done in my entire life. It's kind of hard to explain, but like we got dropped off, our group did, and we started swimming. And I mean, I think I told you 50 feet. Mike told me it was about 100-foot clarity. And so it's about 100-foot clarity, and like you're looking in all directions, and all you see is blue. Like we were that deep and away from all the corals and stuff. It's like you're in space. It's like you're just in the middle of nowhere. It was insane.
Whenever you're that deep, you don't get like sea blindness.
What is sea blindness?
Well, it's like where you don't know, like up is down.
So you can, but you know how you do that? You just blow bubbles and look which way they go.
Right.
And then you figure it out, so you're fine.
Okay.
But yeah, like, you definitely don't know which way things are. Like we were just following our not our instructor, but our lead guy. We were just following him because he could have taken us straight to the abyss, and I would have just followed him into
when
it.
Jessie did that explore diving thing.
Yeah,
she is such a stickler to like I have to stay with the instructor,
right?
And so she was just like, I'm over here having the time of my life, even though we're like 15 feet down, just looking at everything, having a good time. But she's like, right, like I have to see that instructor.
Yeah.
I have to see that instructor. So I don't know how she would do.
So I'll be honest with you, like, my dad's the one that got me into diving, but he's getting a little old. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I was a little worried about him. And so the first 3 dives, I was looking back at him. I was looking for an instructor. I was making sure everyone's together. And so I was having a good time, obviously, but you get anxiety.
You were playing some Mama Bear?
A little bit, right? On the 4th dive, which is the most beautiful one, I didn't care about anyone. Like if someone Mike could have just gone and died, and I would not have known. I honestly would not have known. Like I was just.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say I wouldn't have cared.
No, I would have cared.
You're such a horrible.
After the dive was over, I seriously would have cared. But during the dive, no, not my problem.
Horrible son.
See, I'm in the moment. Like the whole time, like when we went to the shipwreck dive.
Yeah.
Like I'm not paying attention to any of other than like I know we're going this way, but I'm like in the moment. I don't care. Like I'll occasionally look and make sure you're okay since you were my dive buddy, but outside of that, yeah.
So we get through this blue abyss, and then you kind of finally come upon this like wall of coral, right? And it goes as high up as, obviously the top of the water, and it goes down until you can't see anymore. It was just this like legitimate wall. It was
like a blue hole situation. It's kind of like where it's just like all this. I mean, where it's shallow up top, and then you're talking about
it just drops. Yeah, exactly. And so we're coming up on this like wall. We're swimming up on it. And then all of a sudden, there's this current that grabs you. And so you're not moving at all. Like I'm literally kind of sitting on my feet, and the current is pulling us around this entire wall. It was bizarre. It was like I was watching this movie like move in front of me of all these corals and fish.
Is it
and
like
stuff.
Finding Nemo where they get into the current and it just,
Yeah, with the turtles and stuff. Yeah, that's exactly how it was.
You were trying to describe this to me while you were drunk. And I was like, you're like, I wasn't moving, and I'm sitting there like, then how is the coral's just moving past you?
My body was not swimming.
I got you. I get it now. Like
okay.
you the way you were explaining it to me, I was like, man, this makes no sense.
Yeah, my body wasn't I wasn't swimming, but like the current had picked me up, and like for about I would say 3 to 5 minutes, like we were just sitting there, and it's taking us around this entire wall of coral, and it was crazy because like I have very vivid dreams. I always have since I was a kid, and I've had this recurring dream since I was a kid of like me being underwater and like whales going in front of me and corals and sharks and all this stuff, and I felt like I was in that dream. At that moment, I felt like I was in this dream that I've had over and over and over again since I was a kid. It was kind of a surreal experience. But yeah, best dive that was at the Ram Mohammed National Park there at the Red Sea. But yeah, I would highly recommend that if you dive. Some of the people that we were diving with, again, from all over the world, right? People were flying in from England, from Australia, and all these places. And I'm asking them, and I was like, where's the best place you've ever dove? Some people said the Maldives, but about half the people said that dive we just did was the best dive I've ever done in my life. Which is good to hear because I definitely don't have 100 dives under my belt.
No.
Some of these people have like hundreds and hundreds of dives under their belt. So it was cool, man. It was so cool to experience that. So here's some tomato chips.
Cool.
All right, look, I got to clarify something. I kept watching you. I know I was your dive partner, but you were so far up.
Explain yourself for the people that are not on the chat.
So Jesse's saying that that I was supposed to be her dive partner, and I wasn't. I was paying attention, but like, yes, I was trying to live in the moment and enjoy it.
These smell like ketchup.
They taste like ketchup.
I'll make you one more, but
It tastes like McDonald's ketchup.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
So those are like what, like Ruffles, basically?
Yeah.
Like Ruffles, but they're just tomato flavored.
Have you seen the Funyun flavored wavy lays?
Why not just eat Funyuns?
Exactly, but
I like these. These are pretty good.
Yeah, I don't hate them.
they're on the bag though. It says wavy lays Funyun flavored. Onion flavored Funyun Rings or something like that. Yeah, it's like a real long name. Anyways, I don't know how I feel about those either, and I don't know how I feel about that.
So we were in Sharm for a couple days. We went to Dahab, which is kind of like this little beach town that overlooks the water, and we kind of chilled, did some snorkeling, drank a lot, ate some great fish. We went to. Hey, will you go grab some cups? Actually, some like small cups.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Here,
Thanks, Boo Boo.
I'll get them.
Javier will get them.
Okay.
Like the votives or like the...
Well, we're gonna. Y'all want beer?
I don't want beer, man.
Okay,
I'm
then we're not
lie.
gonna do the beer. We're just gonna do this. So yeah, just enough like the votives work.
So I'm eyeballing that, and I'm kind of concerned because I don't typically go for like the zero drinks.
Okay,
And so like,
just take a sip.
yeah, I'm gonna drink more than just a sip, but I'm just like I'm kind of curious. Like, do they make that in a regular like non-zero?
I didn't see it. No. So
it might be just a zero flavored version.
So something that I've always wanted to do is go to Petra, right? Like it was in Indiana Jones. You see it in all these like influencers and travelers and all these people that go to this treasury that is in this valley in this side of this mountain, essentially, right? And it's also one of the wonders of the world. And so we it was the longest day. It was the longest day, and I'm proud of my parents for doing it. But like, they were both grumpy,
like
and
worn out by
bears.
the end.
Yeah, you would have been awful. You would have been
no.
I can't even imagine what you would have been like
So,
after this trip.
No. For things like that, I'm pretty good about like.
Listen, we got up at 2:30 a.m. So we only had we went to bed around 11. So like 3 hours of sleep, right?
Well, see, that was your mistake. I would have been in bed at like 6.
It's vacation. Come on. And then we had a 2-hour bus ride, a 1-hour boat ride, and a 3-hour bus ride, and then a 2-mile walk before we ever got there.
All right.
And then we had to do it all over again coming back. Back 2 miles, back 3.
Yeah, no, I know you do things in reverse. I get it.
I'm just making sure you understand.
No, I get it. So the problem is that you stayed up instead of they stayed up. You do this because you don't sleep, but they stayed up. That was the issue. Had they gone to bed at a normal time and then got up at 2:30?
Yeah, but we all slept on the bus. You know what I mean? Like
But do you really sleep on the bus?
I mean, not great.
In a
but
third world country,
your eyes are closed.
Is that what you consider sleeping?
Yeah.
Jordan's not is Jordan a third world country?
Dude, they all are over there, man. They really are. Like, there's only you don't have any middle class typically.
So we didn't really stop much, but we did stop at one like convenience store for people to go to the bathroom and people to grab a drink. And one of the beverages there in Jordan was this lemon lime Coca-Cola. And I've never seen this before in my life. They didn't have it in Egypt. Like, this was like a Jordan special. And so I thought it was interesting.
Okay.
But let's see what y'all think. Cheers.
So wait, is it like a Sprite situation? Like if you did like the suicide with
it's
Sprite?
a lemon
and Coke?
lime Coke.
No, I get it, but like,
try it first and let me know what you think.
Maybe it's because I still have the tomato chips in my mouth, but I can't taste the lemon lime.
man, I just taste artificial sweetener.
So it does, to answer your question, I think that it just tastes like someone poured Coca-Cola and Sprite
together.
And that was it.
Yeah, I
It's
think
not
that's what
bad,
it is. No,
but like you definitely taste Sprite and Coca-Cola.
So real quick, again, for those that don't know where Petra is, or if they're not familiar with it, if you've seen Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, that's where they find the Grail,
cup, yeah,
the Holy Grail.
Don't make
The
sure that you
Ark of the
get
Covenant.
You got to make sure that you get the
right one.
Yeah, you got to pick the carpenter
Don't
one.
pick the pretty one.
No.
Pick the one that looks like some wood.
Right.
Yes.
Right. So yeah, that was in Jordan.
Did they have that all set up in there?
No, you couldn't actually go inside the treasury. You get to see it from the outside and walk around and do a bunch of stuff, but you can't go inside.
I wonder how you could get inside.
I mean, illegally. I guess.
You gotta go at night.
I don't know.
Oh, sorry. If you haven't seen Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, it's been 30 years.
Yeah, don't spoiler alert us. You haven't seen Indiana Jones. That's on you.
Yeah, we can't. We can't not spoil that. I guess.
Interesting.
It's definitely Coke and Sprite.
Yeah. So yeah, we did Petra. That was really cool. So that knocked off the only wonders of the world I have left are now Taj Mahal, Christ the Redeemer in Brazil, and then Machu Picchu, and then I'm done.
But is that the new wonders?
Yeah,
not the old wonders.
Because the old wonders don't exist anymore. The only old wonder that still exists is the pyramids.
Yeah, so you saw that.
And so there's 7 new wonders plus the pyramids. So technically there's 8 wonders.
I thought Mount Everest was a wonder.
No.
Oh,
No.
you mean like like man-made things.
Like you mean like I wonder what's up there?
I wonder what's up there. I wonder, he says.
So stupid.
Listen here, see what's up that there mountain? A bunch of people, dead people.
They do have that.
They got that part where it's
the rainbow
road or something like that, where it has all the dead hikers up there.
Like straight up, they can't get them off there. And
actually, Rainbow Road's one of the wonders.
They wear.
From Mario Kart.
Yeah,
cool. That makes sense. Fuck that level because it's the hardest level.
The bullshit level.
Keep falling off.
All right. So what else we got here? You got a whole slew of things, right?
Oh yeah,
a whole slew of
Let's
things.
go with another bag of tiger chips. This one's kebab.
Tiger.
No, so I like kebab.
Tiger uppercut.
I see your eyes light up.
Yeah, I'm
so
actually excited. I'm excited about that.
I think it's pronounced kebab.
Kebab.
That's one of my favorite things at Biblos.
And that's pronounced biblos.
Biblo.
That tastes like a grilled piece of meat.
It does smell like a kebab meat.
It really does. It's very smoky.
Yeah, I like that.
But not like our shitty barbecue chips here. It's like, that's how barbecue chips should taste.
That's exactly how barbecue chips.
This is how barbecue chips should taste.
Not barbecue sauce flavored. This is like grilled meat flavored. Yeah.
Right.
Ooh,
It's like I was just grilling burgers or something.
Yeah, it does. I can smell the smokiness.
I get behind that.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
You get behind anything.
I wonder if we can get for the
anyone
for the right amount of money. I guess maybe I don't know.
$20 is $20.
I wonder can we get those like here? Like I mean, there's all sorts of people that like import different snacks and
I'm
stuff.
sure you can.
I'm sure if you go to the right market, you can
for a price.
some.
That's pretty good. I like that one.
That's really good.
After Petra, we flew to Luxor, which I didn't get to go to Luxor before.
To Vegas, that's weird. It's a long flight.
Luxor is originally in Egypt.
Do they've got a big light on top of the pyramid or what?
There's no pyramid. There's no pyramid. The pyramids are in Cairo.
So you're telling me that Las Vegas has lied to me?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, second.
That's what they do.
Do they have an elevator that goes sideways?
No.
Was Chris Angel there?
Yes, actually.
Mind freak.
Is that what he does?
It wasn't that funny, but
That's what he does, man.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
mind freak.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Looks like it. I mean, that looks like it. So in Luxor, there's a lot more history because that's where like all the tombs of the king, like the Valley of the Kings, where all the kings are in their tombs,
that you better not touch.
Well, they've all been. Touched.
I know, and that's. Could you say that's probably why we've been fucked all this time?
Maybe, possibly.
Was there a new king that they opened up like maybe 10 years ago?
No, but okay. So the last one that they found, I believe, was King Tuts, and this is like early. I want to say 1929, something like that, somewhere around that time frame. I did not know this fact. There's a guy, and he had this whole crew, and they found it, and they opened it up, right? And they went inside and found all the things and logged it and, did what you're supposed to as like an architect or whatever. Archaeologist, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Historian, all the things. So they all died.
Yeah, man. That doesn't surprise me.
Did you know this?
No, but it doesn't surprise me because it probably disturbed some sort of like mold or something that was in there and it fucking killed them.
Like a biological thing.
Everyone at the time thought it was the mummy's curse.
It is.
Right? But essentially what it was bacteria in the air that was just like underground for hundreds and hundreds, thousands of years,
right?
That
shit will kill you. Going into the chat real quick, Hervey said, who made the pyramids, aliens or aliens? I believe he meant aliens or Allens.
Oh.
And I believe it was the Allens.
Yeah, Tim Allen has got it going on. That guy can build anything. And he's been around for a while, so I'm going to go with the Allens on that one. What do you think?
I'm going for the Allens.
Yeah, same. So yeah, a lot of history there in Luxor. We got to meet a guy named Mina, who's super nice. Again, friends of friends of friends that know Jesus Crystal. But he owns the Luxor Times, which is like a pretty big publication there in Egypt. And so, like, if you go on, like,
it's like the New York Times, but for Egypt.
Right,
right. Okay.
But it's all about like history and the things that they're discovering and
okay.
yeah. And so like they'll have politicians coming into town and they're like looking at certain things and he'll make sure he's covering that. But for the most part, it seems like it's like a lot of history and like the 100-year anniversary of this particular find or whatever it was. But super nice guy. We ended up drinking with him a couple of nights and he took us to eat and took us around to some of the temples, but super, super cool. I kept giving him a hard time. I was like, oh, so you're famous. You're a famous guy. But he's also like a ophthalmologist?
You mean an eye doctor?
Does he work on eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah, optometrist
I messed up with the architect, so I just know that I'm fucked up regardless.
Is he an optometrist or an ophthalmologist?
Yes.
Ophthalmologist.
Okay, gotcha.
He does eye stuff,
Yeah,
but he doesn't do that anymore.
They both do.
He does. He started his own publication, and so but he was really cool.
Did you ever ask about like if the Stargate is real?
From him?
From him.
You should have. He probably would have known.
Man.
No, I did not.
And if it was, you should have went and visited.
Yeah.
Maybe you jumped through time.
We also did a hot air balloon. Apparently, it's a big deal there in Luxor.
Is this some weird sex move?
Can we just talk about the hot air balloon for a second?
That was weird.
I know
by
you're
the
getting
way.
into it. That was the weirdest hot air balloon. That was the biggest basket I've ever seen.
It fits 20 people.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And
Fuck
then you
that.
just get up in the air and it just takes you wherever the wind blows.
I mean, that's what hot air balloons
Right.
are.
And then how do you get back down?
I mean, you have a pilot.
How do you pilot the wind?
Because you
I don't
have
get it.
ropes that you
Yeah.
can kind of pull the balloon in
Okay.
certain directions, and then you like make sure that you know how much heat you're putting in to see how high you're going and stuff.
None
Like,
of
I
this
was
makes
watching
any
them.
sense to me.
I agree, but that's why we're not pilots. The guy was super smart. He actually was an airplane pilot here in the U.S. for a while too. Like I guess he
Gave up fixed wing for a balloon.
yeah, and then he went out there and he's like, "Man, this is awesome." Yeah, we should have marked that.
Yeah.
That's the biggest I ever seen.
That's the biggest basket I ever seen.
But it was
That's
huge.
a big basket.
I'm sitting there looking at this. I'm like,
Boy,
how
that
many,
basket big.
how many people are in this thing?
20 people.
20 people.
Look at
There's
that
20
there
people in that
caboose.
basket. Yeah.
That'd be scary for me. I could just picture the pilot just going like this.
He actually did that a couple of times.
Really?
Like, which way's the wind? But I mean, like, seriously, like, okay, we're just going to pull this rope and shift the balloon this way and it's going to go that way?
Yes.
That doesn't make any sense.
That sounds like a lot of hot air to me.
I think he was just pulling your leg and he's like,
No, it's kind of like sails.
we
I
don't
mean,
know
like,
where the fuck we're going, but we're going to get there.
It's kind of like, sailing, I think. Yeah.
Sailing.
Yeah, regardless, it was fun. It was considerably like I've always wanted to go to the Albuquerque, like the big hot air
it is,
balloon
right.
festival, but it's like $500 a person or something stupid to do that.
Jesus.
Not to go, but to get in a hot air balloon.
Yeah,
at the
just fly to
festival.
Egypt and you just talk to some dude.
No, it was $75 a person, which is not bad at all. It was pretty damn cheap.
How long were you up there?
About an hour.
Okay.
About an hour.
They serve drinks?
No, what?
Yeah.
Everybody
there.
get drunk when you get on the
But
plane or
they
the air
take
balloon.
they take you over some of the temples, and you're like right there over the Nile as well.
How easy would it be to jump out of that thing?
Oh, very easy. I mean, it comes up to about chest height, so like I guess, I mean, not super easy, but you could jump out. Yeah, if you want to jump out, you could jump out. I don't know why you would want to jump out.
If you're ready to end it all, I guess.
That's a hell of a way to go.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna fly to Egypt. I'm gonna get in a hot air balloon,
And I'm gonna jump
I'm
out of
gonna
it.
wreck these other 19 people's day because I'm just gonna jump right the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Okay,
I'm
well,
down with it.
so-
What we got there?
This is raw kettle cooked chips. This one's sweet chili.
I like sweet chili.
Sweet chili.
This seems like something that you would get like over in like Southeast Asia or something.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, kind of. I guess the
Like
family
a sweet Thai
that
Thai
makes
chili.
these raw chips, their kids go to Jesus and Crystal School too. What do you think?
Did you just say the kids that make these chips go to?
No, the family of there's a family that makes this raw brand, and some of their kids go to their school.
Hold on, what you said the kids make it? All right, they're
I'm
happy
done.
about it.
I'm done.
These are good.
They're not
I
bad.
love a sweet chili.
I do like I like the Doritos sweet the sweet chili. Those are a little bit better, but I also get a little bit of tomato taste.
Yeah, like a little curry too.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I felt about that. Those tomato chips did not.
Those
do
tomato
it for me.
chips were good. I think they were delicious.
You get those.
You're one that likes ketchup, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love ketchup.
I mean, I like ketchup, but just I don't know.
I think that kind of sums up, man. It was a great trip. I'm pretty proud of my parents. It was like a whole trip of firsts. There was one night where we went out to, I said like the scuba diving people. They were super nice. They invited everyone from the boat and their friends that lived there in Charm to one of their friends' restaurants. It was an Italian restaurant. Super amazing food, and the beers were flowing, but it was like karaoke night.
Oh,
and so like everyone there, we kind of already knew from the day that we had on the boat and stuff. And both Mike and Mom did karaoke. Mike has never done karaoke before. It was different. It was different.
I was about to say, knowing Mike.
Yeah.
He
was like flailing his arms, doing this thing.
It was an experience. I've seen Mike dance, and it isn't. All right, you make fun of my dancing.
Yeah, no, that's bad. Yours is not as bad as Mike's.
Yeah, Mike's is.
But hey, at least he's having fun.
He's having a good time.
Don't have fun.
I don't. I'm uncomfortable all the time.
Like, you just look upset when you're dancing. At least he was having fun.
I am upset when I'm dancing.
So the hot air balloon thing was a first. The karaoke thing was a first. My mom's scuba dive, I kind of went over that. She did a tri dive, and it was her first time to ever dive. I was pretty proud of her from doing that because, it's a big deal, right? She's only done snorkeling a couple times before. Like, the first time she ever did snorkeling is when we were in Honduras that one time, right?
This is something that Mike really enjoys doing, and the fact that she got in there and actually did something that he really enjoys doing. That's a pretty cool.
It is
pretty cool thing.
I think with the trip, honestly, I think it gives them the opportunity to do more things because they're about to retire soon, right?
Yeah.
And so now they're going to be able. They don't have to have you along. They can go out on their own and go to
Please just go on your own.
Go do more things, like go to Italy or go to more places in Europe. I mean, it's cool for them to do all that.
Yeah, and I really hope they do. Like their goal, like a lot of people that retire, is like, oh, I'm gonna get my camper and go all over the U.S. and do stuff.
Yeah.
I hope they did this, and I feel like it did because I feel like they're different people now.
They're gonna get their camper and go up to Canada.
No, well, maybe. No, I feel like that maybe they'll get a travel bug and kind of like go outside of the U.S. more and not just kind of stick within our borders, which is fun. There's plenty to do here, but like there's so much fucking world out there, And so it was kind of cool to see them exactly like you're saying, like they got to see it, and I feel like hopefully they get to do that. They'll want to do that more.
Actually, a good point in the chat. I mean, I know people that live in Spain, so the next time they're here, I think maybe they need to meet them because they're really nice. And anytime where they showed me where they live, and it's like beautiful on a mountainside, and they have like a vineyard. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God.
They cartel friends?
No. They're shut up. Quit telling people my business, bro. No, but the pictures they've shown me, man, I'd love to go to Spain. I can't wait to go. And
Jesse and I were talking about that, how like it'd be really cool to go actually to Spain, and then like I was like, well, then we could just go into the Canary Islands because right there, and knock off Africa as well as the Mediterranean.
I'd love to go to the Maldives.
Yeah.
Man, I would love to go to the Maldives. Like that is definitely on the list.
Mm-hmm.
It is all the.
You want to stay in one of those huts that's over the water?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fun.
So I've seen like
you just wake up and jump out into the water.
So there was something that was like, okay, the Maldives are pretty expensive, but there's another like area that is very similar to the Maldives.
It's the Baldives. I've seen that.
Yeah.
The Ganges.
Ball deeps. Where
the balls deep.
It's cheaper, but still has the same huts, beautiful water, and all
and
that
still
stuff.
balls deep. Yeah.
And it's still balls deep.
Yeah.
I don't know. Where else is a good spot to like maybe go? Tahiti is like way out there.
Yeah.
Right? Is it Tahiti?
Is that the one that's in between like California and Australia? Like I believe it is.
Small island.
Yeah. Multiple islands, like the Tahitian Islands.
They have a nude beach.
They have a really good soda called the Tahitian Treat. It's a favorite of mine.
You motherfucker.
Dumb motherfucker.
No, it's true though. It's like 350 calories. It's very sweet, tasty. It's red.
You know,
wonderful.
It's not really from Tahiti though, right?
The French Polynesian Islands.
Yeah, the French Polynesian Islands. I would love to go there. Yeah.
Let's see. They do have overwater huts in Mexico now.
So there's a place that I've really wanted to go to, and it's a British Virgin Islands.
Oh yeah,
and it's the island. I think it's Gorda, Gorda. But they have this thing called the. You've got this weird look on your face.
No, keep going.
He's just always.
So they got this beach, but it's they call it the baths, and it's all these like big like boulderous rocks and stuff, and like these little like pools of water in there, and I've always wanted to go see that. It looks absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. Man, there's a lot of world. It just, you go and do a trip and you just kind of automatically like want to try to book another one.
If there was an easier way to travel, man, I would fucking do it.
There is. It's called the Miracle Flight.
The only thing that's keeping you from traveling more is you, bro.
In his fear of aircrafts.
I'm telling you, that's him.
You need to talk to a doctor and see if you can get like.
That's why I get drunk before, like whenever we were in San Jose.
get some Xanax before you fly.
Yeah.
Some Valium maybe.
I was like, I need a double bourbon and ginger ale, and Tammy's like, they're not going to give that to you. And she gave it to me. Like
that 3-hour flight? Come on.
Also, the Southwest people, they gave me free drinks.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Southwest is great.
I love it.
They knew you were scared?
Huh?
Did they know you were scared?
Probably. I was like shaking my leg the entire time and was sweaty like
nervous boy. Yeah.
I just, I know Xanax or maybe take a gummy, but man, I don't know. Maybe they're right. Maybe they're right.
Get fucking ripped, man. Just get a big bong hit.
I'll get ripped tonight. R.I.P.
What? Is that how it is? Okay, so are we done
We
here?
got one more set of chips here.
Got one more set of chips. Yeah, let's just talk about these Doritos that are Cool Ranch, obviously.
Well, no, they say sweet chili pepper.
Sweet
They're
chili
probably just
pepper.
Cool Ranch, though, yeah.
Chili pepper.
So that's what the packaging looks like.
They smell a little different. They smell.
Oh, what the fuck?
Don't cough in them. You sick.
Is it the curse of the mummy? Did you just inhale it?
I'm about to get the mummy tummy.
All right.
Ooh. That's weird. It's not great.
Yum, 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 yum.
So it tastes like have you had the sweet chili one here?
No.
Doritos. So it tastes like they combine sweet chili with Cool Ranch. That's what that tastes like to me.
To me, it tastes like they just took all the dust off a Dorito and put it in a bag. Because I feel like there's not a whole lot of flavor in
Tastes
these.
like toes.
No.
We know how Javier likes sucking toes.
Sucking toes and fucking bros. I'm just kidding. I'm not fucking anybody.
I honestly think we should just end it with that.
All right, well, thank you for joining us on YouTube. Sorry for all the issues, but we appreciate you hanging out with us. Hopefully you enjoyed a little bit of what we talked about tonight. If you're watching us, make sure you subscribe, comment. We love to hear from you. You can also give us a call at 817-677-0408. Leave us a text, leave us a voicemail. You can find us on all the social media platforms at The Funky Panther. Again, please vote for us if you want to. If you love us, go out and vote.
We're clearly the best.
Best of Fort Worth Weekly. Come on, let's do the thing. Stay good, everyone. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
I'm Tim.
And we are
The Funky Panther!
Cheek beating machine. Cheek beating machine. Bye-bye.